In today's special March Madness edition of our show, we have GreenBank Capital facing off against Humbl in our second Final Four matchup. But first, let's reveal the winner of yesterday's Final Four matchup. And I'll tell you right now, it was very, very close. Number 2 seed ESE Entertainment upset number 1 St. George's Ecomining 18-17. Just one vote separating these two exciting companies as of the recording of this video. Congrats to all who took part in our voting on yesterday's video, and congrats to ESE for making it to the finals. With that being said, will Humbl or GreenBank take on ESE in the championship final? The power is in your hands. Before we get into it, if you want to grow your portfolio exponentially, be sure to check out our Smart Money Squad Patreon. There are various tiers for your goals and budget. You'll get my buy and sell alerts instantly, my weekly watch list and entry points every Sunday, as well as updates throughout the week when I see something interesting in the market, and access to the private Discord. The link for that is in the description below. The link to the free Discord is also there. And now we're also quite active on Twitter, so hit us up with a follow there at Real Jayconomics. So make that thumbs up turn blue and subscribe if you're new. It really does help the channel grow. And now without further ado, let's get into the video. GreenBank Capital, Humbl. These two companies have very different market caps, but both have tremendous opportunities in front of them. The ticker for GreenBank is GBC on the CSE and ticker GRNBF on the OTC. As for Humbl, their ticker symbol is HMBL in the OTC as well. GreenBank invests in the companies of tomorrow. They seek fast-growing companies whose products are available for purchase worldwide and can operate on a global scale. They provide companies with funds for public listings, pre-IPO funding, mergers, acquisitions, and much, much more. They also seek to develop overlooked urban areas into thriving hubs for families, businesses, and communities. They have a very experienced team with a proven track record of getting local support and community approval for development. Humbl, on the other hand, has 3 vertical segments to their company: mobile pay, marketplace, and financials. Humbl Mobile Pay is being advertised as the next Venmo. It's faster, safer, and available on a global scale. That last one's important. Humbl Marketplace is a platform that will give small business merchants the opportunity to better connect their goods to online shoppers on a global scale. Humbl Financials houses the ETF-styled investment vehicles Humbl calls Block Exchange Traded Index, or ETX. This will allow investors a way to invest and hold digital assets and preset allocations in their Humbl accounts. Now let's take a look at the management of both of these companies. So the CEO of GreenBank Capital is David Lonsdale. David has successfully built and sold 3 venture-funded tech companies, including one company recently purchased by Microsoft. He's also the CEO of Lonsdale Group, a private equity group that has established relationships that should bring great deals and opportunities to GreenBank. Mark Wetreich, and again, if I said that wrong, I do apologize. That's what I'm reading it as. So Mark Wetreich is the chairman and director of GreenBank. His father was the founder of GreenBank, and Mark hopes to continue his vision. Mark brings his son, Alex Wetreich, who has held upper management positions at cloud companies Airtable and Dropbox. Now to Humbl. Well, Brian Foote is the CEO of Humbl, and he has 20 plus years of consumer technology experience, having launched several products at companies like Epson. At Epson, he was twice named to the Innovators Team Award for his work with merchant partners such as Amazon, Walmart, Costco, Target, and Best Buy. His name is very well respected in the blockchain and crypto community as well. CEO of the best North American startup of the year in 2019, Block 30 Labs. Brian Foote means business. GreenBank's opportunity lies within their incredible investments. Their investment in Obbit and Freeway tokens has already brought them 8x returns, and they believe it will bring much more as Obbit gains in popularity. GreenBank's investment in Obbit has the potential to be an investment comparable to Forwardly's TSNP warrants at the time. And that's no joke. Look into what Obbit is doing, look into Freeway tokens, and if you want to get a better idea on this investment, check out my first GreenbankCapital video that will be linked in the description below. In addition, GreenBank is set to exercise a call option on Stamineer in April 2021. Stamineer has property estimated to have a value of $50 million and future property deals that could bring in $20 million more in profits over the next 5 years. They also have investments in profitable companies such as p&hmotorcycles, which gives them exposure to the EV sector. Then there's the recently announced stake in Delivery, which gives them exposure to the delivery sector. These two will bring back strong capital for GreenBank to further their investing vision. Humbl's tremendous opportunity is spelled out in a quote from CEO Brian Foote, and I quote, "We didn't build Humbl for the 450 million digital customers using Apple Pay, but for the 7 billion people for whom money has a totally different set of global pathways, access points, and cost structures." Humbl is not simply another Venmo, Cash App, or Apple Pay tool. They are aiming for a global market where the sky is the absolute limit. Other payment services offer little to no options for global markets. Research your payment app of choice and determine what it would take for you to send money to someone in another country. Humbl will be available in over 50 countries by June 2021, have instant foreign exchange, instant settlement of funds, and an option to tether to USD coin, which is a cryptocurrency that tracks the US dollar. Now, people don't realize the value of this last part alone. People living in developing countries where governments are in turmoil and the currency fluctuations are intense, the value of these individuals' money is never safe. Humbl will aim to solve this. Now let's get to the recent news, starting with GreenBank Capital. So I'll start off by saying that GreenBank was extremely undervalued when I first bought in and when I first made that first video, and it's still rather undervalued, to be honest with you. They have been trying to drop some hints of this to investors and did exactly that in March. GreenBank announced that they executed an option for 13 acres of land near Gatwick Airport that had a value between $27 and $50 million US. The land was purchased for $4 million US. Since GreenBank today sits at a market cap of $36 million US, this is a pretty impressive haul. GreenBank also announced some stunning new investments. In March, they invested in 1 million St. George's Ecomining Corp shares with the option to buy 500,000 more, a new investment in Flex Capital, and an agreement to acquire a significant stake in Delivery. Now, I don't have to go over St. George's, you know about them as they are on the other side of the bracket in the Jayconomics March Madness tournament. The ticker is SX for Canadians and sxoof on the OTC. Now, Flex Capital is the producer of the FLEX app, an app designed to improve transparency and engagement within communities from football clubs to charities. They will charge a small fee for each transaction, and transactions are expected to exceed 750 million USD per year. Finally, Delivery is a profitable online grocery delivery program in the UK which specializes in quick delivery. They have over 20,000 delivery drivers, 90% nationwide coverage, and an average delivery time of 46 minutes. Very smart here too. And on top of that, within that transaction, they have an option to acquire an additional 15% of the company. And so that was a very well-structured deal for GreenBank. Now let's move on to Humbl. So in January, Humbl announced the launch of Humbl Financial. Humbl Financial will provide customers, merchants, and institutions with blockchain-based financial services and partners through the Humbl platform. Part of this offering will be their block ETXs, created to give retail investors access to one-click software services on the new digital asset trading markets. They will track 3 different vertical themes: index, active and theatric strategies. Humbl also completed a 1-to-4 reverse split and officially changed their ticker symbol to HMBL instead of TSNP and TSNPD as of March 25th. Now, the reasoning behind the reverse split. The board of directors believed that this gave investors the ability to pinpoint the true value of the common shares and force all of the short sellers to cover their positions. Now, with this out of the way, they are now moving towards accomplishing their goals for 2021 and beyond. As you can see, this semifinal is a battle of two very impressive companies. Like our previous video, I have covered both companies in depth, and I encourage you to go back and review over the previous videos that I've made on each. You can vote for your favorite down below in the comments. And thank you guys for participating in our March Madness tournament once again. I look forward to revealing the winner of this matchup. So that wraps it up for today's special March Madness Final Four episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and that it gave you a good insight into both of these wonderful companies and why I love both of these companies and why I hold large positions in each of these. And guys, if you're enjoying this March Madness tournament so far, then hit that like button for me, as it really does help the channel a lot. And if you want more content like this, then don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell to be notified when any new video comes out. And of course, check out the Patreon if you want access to all of the perks, like our awesome Discord and access to all of my stocks and plays in a timely fashion, and much, much more. And until next time, take care and invest smart.